I love mining. What isn't a joke though is welcome back to episode 4 of EasyGoing Survival Season 3. Let's get going, guys. I have a ton of plans for this episode. First plan being, let's get back up to the surface. It's actually fantastic. I managed to capture a zombie, which I actually have been meaning to get one of these. So, yeah, let's bring him back over to the base so we can keep him there for when we want to cure our villagers. Which, to be clear, is probably now one of the plans of things we're going to be doing this episode, which I guess we should get into after it's daytime. Yeah. There we go, buddy. You can stay in here for now. Alright, we kind of got a big to-do list for this episode. As you guys can probably tell, based on the last few episodes, I'm kind of getting away from doing one, big project per episode. Like this project, we are going to terraform this whole area. This project, we're going to build one mega farm. And I'm going to do that for several reasons. First off, I think it, a little bit more exciting. We'll work on each thing for a few minutes of the episode, wrapping into like a 20-minute long episode. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about that. But this episode will be once again pretty farm heavy, even more so than the last one. So first things first, I want to find carrots and build a carrot farm exactly like this, just with carrots. I also want to do the same over here, except use pumpkins. We have a pumpkin farm. I want to build a melon farm somewhere over in this space, which is why I got rid of all the trees. And then I also want to tidy up a lot of the other little farms we have, like make a better of a designated place for the wheat and whatnot. Kind of tidy this place up. And then with that zombie, I want to go ahead and get all these guys some OP trades by curing them. So yeah, pretty big episode. I guess we should start with, let's get together the stuff we need to cure the villagers. How about we do that first? We low-key got a lot of stuff from this mining trip. Alright, moment of truth. Let's let the zombie go down there and have his way with the villagers. Alright, so the way I have this set up is he'll be able to punch them all through the corners. So I'm just going to basically run away and block him down here. So, yeah, now we just wait, basically. In the meantime, I can keep brewing up some weakness potions. Well, sadly, the zombie killed me when I was trying to finagle a bit, and the other villager picked the stuff up once it was converted, and yeah, that was kind of a fail. For whatever reason, the zombie just wasn't pathfinding to the villagers. Like, I know it was able to hit it because they've done it before in past worlds, but it just kept kind of walking around in circles despite not me being in the room. So I'm not really sure what was going on. I might get another one the next nighttime and try again, but for now we're going to move on to bigger and better things. And of course, that's going to be a pumpkin farm. Fantastic. Rail system is in. And we got the dirt in place. We also put a shroom light in the center. I'm actually going to go back into that one very soon and put one in there too, just so it, it's bright at night. I'm not sure if it affects, kind of forget if pumpkin growth and melon growth is affected by light, but this should solve any issues that were there prior. All the pistons are now in place, as well as the observers. Change of gears, I put all the villagers in boats down there, and I'm going to release the Kraken basically down there to kill them all. Or convert them to zombie villagers, at least. Come on, fella. It's gotta come, hopefully this goes smoothly. I hope they don't pop out of the boats, that would kind of blow. But, alas, we made it over here. Our armor, we need to really get mending books, but hopefully we'll have plenty of those after we're done with this dude. So let him come down here. And see ya. Have fun down there, buddy. Alright, hopefully they all get converted and we can capture that guy once again. Alright, check down there with free cam. We do have a slight issue. So the zombie, I don't know how I didn't foresee this. What we gotta do is maybe if we just get the villagers kind of close to each of these guys, and then we just kill the one. Yeah, that's working. Cool. Okay, that's all we gotta do then. Sweet. Alright, some time has passed. Basically, the boats weren't working at all. I got a couple converted, but not really. I also had to kill 2 farmers in the process, fortunately. But I got them all in the minecarts, even the ones that were already converted, so we just gotta release this guy. And basically hope for the best. So I'm just gonna get over here and punch that dude out. And I'm just gonna let him have a go down there, I guess. Guess I'll go sleep as well. Alright, I'll update you guys once that's all done. Alright, using the free camera, we can actually just see this guy wandering around and infecting all of the villagers. Perfect. Amazing. Just let him walk around. Is he stuck in a hole? Oh, come on. So it appears he did nudge one of the farmers. That's okay. We can easily just get another one at some point. Not a big deal. And, alright, he got that one. And here is the last one. About to go. Alright, now we just gotta go capture that guy. And then we want to save one of them. So we'll just save some random one. And we'll heal all of them and see if any of them need to be reinfected. And then we'll secure all the ones that don't. And yeah, move from there. What a marvelous sight of shuddering zombies. This is the one we're going to keep as normal. I forget which one this is, but if it's this one in the area, I'm pretty sure is a low silk touch trade, so probably will be one after one heal, which is why we're going to try to keep that. But we'll examine all these and determine which ones we need to reinfect again, though we might have to hold off as we only have 2 golden apples left, so we'll find out what the deal is. Interestingly enough, it kind of looks like it only worked for some of them. Like, these two clearly worked, but then this one, it's unchanged. This one, it's changed, but this one's unchanged. And then this one is unchanged as well. And all these guys were healed. So maybe something to do with their gossiping dynamic doesn't actually function, necessarily. So we're going to put this on hold. We got some of the trades reduced. I don't have the resources to do this, so I think we'll hold off on that for a future. We'll do some research, do some testing, and maybe we'll make up maybe a bit of a better way to process these guys, but I'll probably keep them in minecarts, and yeah, should be pretty good. I'll deal with this mess later. Let's go and finish up that melon farm. We're basically nearly done with it. So I got some glass brewing to put as a thing right here, but first things first, we gotta find a storage system place for this, and yeah, we're gonna do the obvious choice, which is to, of course, put it here. I just realized you need to put a minecart hopper in place. Oops. I'll go ahead and do that, but yeah, put a storage system. The obvious place for that is, of course, right next to the pumpkin storage, so yeah, we'll get on with that. And there we go. Farm fully decorated, minus that one block I gotta switch out, and storage system is in place. Next up, I don't have carrots yet, but there's a lot of other stuff we need to move. Obviously, all these miscellaneous farms are kind of getting in the way. We kind of want to do some building here and whatnot. The only thing that is going to stay is this, because it's going to be integrated into the decoration of this area, I guess. This is the permanent pen. Everything else here is not permanent, including the enchanting area, the chests, and all that. So we're going to start picking some spots. First things first, let's build, not an automatically farm, but a semi-automatic one for now. For the future. I guess somewhere over in that region, probably. But first, let's get more deep slate. Alright, we're back, and I've built up a couple little farms. So we have this wheat farm thing right here. Very, very simple. I might put some oak stairs mixed in with the spruce at some point. Kind of like what we're doing around here. Also have over here some spruce tree farms, which looks like we need to fill in the deep slates. This is where we'll plant and replant these giant trees. Pretty good spot for it. The podzol does spread, so we might do something about that, but also I don't really mind having a little bit of podzol in the area. It's okay, kind of adds to the atmosphere, I guess. And then over here we got a bit of a brewing area, if that makes sense. So we'll have a small netherwort farm in the back, where we can collect some netherworts, and then we'll have a few brewing stands. Might come in here and add some barrels on the ground in all the corners to store some things. But overall, it's looking really, really cool. So next up, what I do want to do is work on the roof for this thing. And then also, we have a few more farms we got to either destroy or, move to a different location from over there. Very simple design, but honestly, I'm pretty proud of this. I'm not usually good at these types of builds and shapes. I'm actually really happy. This is obviously a super small build, but I'm happy with what I've done here. If you have any ideas of how to improve this type of thing, let me know, because I'm really trying to learn this build style, if that makes sense. So I really appreciate everything you guys are able to tell me about this type of build style and what I can do to make it better. But yeah, I am very pleased with this. Instead of making a dedicated glowberry farm for now, I'm actually just going to kind of add this, to some builds to add a little bit of vegetation. It's kind of controlled, that makes sense. I think this will look pretty good on a lot of the builds we have here. I'll probably add it to these types that are, on these corners. I think it'll look pretty cool. So yeah, these will be our pseudo glowberry farms, since you are able to just kind of, go up to a glowberry and just right click it to get more of them, if that makes sense. So yeah, pretty sick. This place is we're getting built up really quick, if that makes sense. Now we have a sugarcane farm, which is not much of anything. We might add on more to that, but for now that's good enough. We've moved the pumpkin farm, we've moved the other farms that were over here, we've patched up some of the holes, etc., etc. Everything basically has its own spot now besides the portal, bamboo, this junk, and um, oak trees, and yeah, that kind of stuff. But before we do that, I think some of this stuff's going to be integrated. Like bamboo farm, I think will just be kind of a decoration, but also serve as a mini farm until we build a major one. I don't use a ton of bamboo, so it shouldn't be too bad to kind of collect a decent amount of that stuff manually. But I do want to add a path system that's kind of like this, except we're going to make this actually 1 block wider. And it's just going to kind of wrap around the base, kind of next to the builds, leading up to each and every single one of them. So we'll have like the path come to here, I'll have it go this way, I'll go past the villager breeder, so on and so forth, and kind of just wrap around the base. I think that'd look really cool. So I'm going to start working on that. We take a bit of a gander around here, as you guys can see. We've kind of outlined the path. It goes over this way, connects over to that, and then it comes down here, goes by the animal farm, it goes up to the wheat farm, it goes up to the pumpkin potato farm, that is, and then it wraps around to the brewery as well. And yeah, we'll keep adding paths. Like we'll probably end up adding a path directly through here, um, which honestly, yeah, we're definitely gonna do that. Um, yeah, I don't know. I didn't even think of this. This is the perfect way to get to the sugarcane farm. Okay, so we'll have like paths through here. We'll kind of have them like intersecting each other. Like we'll probably have one going off in this direction, but that'll be a dead end for now. But yeah, overall, it's looking really, really cool. I'm definitely happy with how this is turning out. So all we got now to do is to, yeah, keep on working. Of filling this all in with a bit of a pattern like this right here, except everywhere. It's gonna look so cool. And just like that, the path is actually completely in place. This is looking really, really cool. I wish I could look from it above, but it's okay. It looks cool enough from down here. We'll eventually be able to see this from above once we get rockets. But going forward, what I do want to do is put in some lighting. So what I'm thinking is I have these lanterns. Maybe if we just do this on like kind of every little corner area, corner like this, put a lantern. And right here, and right here, and right here. Right there, right here, right over here. Things like that I think will look really cool having all these just dotted around. So yeah, we'll go ahead and try to get all that stuff in place, and then we'll be wrapping up this path. At least for now. Obviously, the base is going to expand over this entire island over the coming months, so there'll be many paths to build. But for now, yeah, this is looking great. Our starter area is really coming together. And with all the lanterns in place, this place is just looking stellar, to say the least. I think we're kind of going to reduce them in some places, like that. It's such a small churn. We don't really necessarily need it. And yeah, overall, this is looking absolutely sick. Yeah, I'm loving how this build's coming together. This whole area will soon begin terraforming all of this, if that makes sense. So yeah, I'll probably have to edit this cow farm a little bit, make it a little smaller, because I think the path's gonna go kind of here and then back this way eventually. But overall, it's looking great. We're left with these little tiny pockets of like, we can make little garden areas here. So I'll probably do is replace this with grass and then move forward. But we can have like a small bamboo farm off to the side of one of these. It can be like right here or something. Like make a little bit of a plot right here for bamboo. You know how it goes. We put a little deep slate slab action right here and have a little bit of a bamboo farm and yeah, so on and so forth. I think it should look really cool. I'm actually going to go ahead and gather up a couple stacks of grass so we can start the process of removing the mycelium. As you can see, we've already started here, and this is going to look much better. But basically every single grassy area is going to be terraformed into kind of a garden space. So I'm really, really hyped. Hope you guys were envisioning what this space is going to kind of look like. At least this first area. I'm definitely going to be building a lot more fluidity, if that makes sense. Like a lot of like smaller-esque builds, if that makes sense. Like we'll be doing some cool builds, but also be doing a lot of just, chilling. Like kind of doing what we want to do. And I think it's going to be really cool. Alright, made some more progress. As you guys can see, we've started to get rid of some mycelium, and honestly, yeah, this looks way better. We haven't even terraformed it, we've just put grass down, and already it's like, yeah, this is gonna look really, really nice when it's all done. I really like how this is, yeah, just the green grass just really contrasts the deep slated wood in such a nice way. It's just a really good complementing feature. I've also added some decoration over here, as you guys can see. Might add like a little bit of water or something back there, we'll see. Yeah, we set these little gardens around, might put a flower there. We actually don't have any flowers yet, so we gotta get some, but yeah, all in all, looking really, really cool. Over here, I also built up a bit of an enchanting hut. So we got, our full level 30 enchantment table here of a couple barrels, which will move some of our enchanting stuff into. Also got a little sugarcane farm, and yeah, I guess next up we might as well just kind of extend and connect the path to these two buildings. Man, this place is really, really coming together. I want to see what it looks like from the air. We don't have rockets yet, but we do have free cam. Damn, look at this area. Like, this is really coming together nice. Like, this whole... Especially with the green, like, once all of this is green, too, this kind of circle I'm making right now, all the way down, even to the coast, we'll do something cool over this little peninsula. Kind of like this side of this kind of mountain that's kind of, the ocean. This is the starter area. We'll do different builds and stuff, like, it'll kind of all intermix. This is kind of like one village. I think I'm going to have different village styles, if that makes sense. Like, this will be a building style, different kind of build palette over in this area. Stuff like that, I think, will look just stellar. But I have some great ideas. I want to do a dock down over here. I want to dot a couple more farms kind of over in this area. And then, yeah, overall, just kind of add a ton of grass and stuff, which I might start working on now to kind of round the episode off. Kind of, try converting a lot of this back here into grass. So we'll probably add some more deep slate coming off of this to prevent pothole spread. But overall, looking really good, guys. A good strategy for clearing huge areas of water like this is to actually kind of build one water source way up in the sky. And you can kind of just go around and take your water and just spread it everywhere, if that makes sense. So, like, obviously I'm not going to get every single patch of the water, especially stuff that's kind of like in between builds, like that patch right there. But what I can go ahead and do is just, yeah, kind of spread this water everywhere. Kind of apply wrap around the cove, most of it. And yeah, this should help us get more grass in the area. And just like that, we cleared all the dirt. I didn't realize, I forgot on 1.13 they made water block less light so the oceans were a little bit more seeable. Which unfortunately meant that, yeah, not all the grass decayed. So I did have to run around with some shovels and my hoe and make it all into path blocks and make it into dirt, which, we had to do in a couple large spots, but definitely the water definitely saves some time. So I'll probably do like the water method to get as much as we can, and then, after we clear the water out of there, run back with our hoe and shovel and, yeah, get the rest. But now, as you can see, I've put in a few starter grass blocks, and it's just beginning to spread just now. So this is going to look extraordinarily luscious, and at this point in time, we haven't even started terraforming yet, which is epic. But yeah, I've done a little bit more over there, but nothing much. I might tackle this point right now. I might as well. Like, it's not that much more. So I think I'm going to tackle this point, and then we'll probably wrap up the episode there. Probably show you guys what the finished greenery looks like. Oh, and in case you're wondering how boring this is literally just going to be my life for the foreseeable future, if that makes sense. So yeah, it's definitely not the most fun activity in the world, to say the least, but it's got to be done, right? So yeah, this will be what I'm doing probably this might take about 15-20 minutes just for this small piece of land. Obviously, I've been doing this for a lot longer since, I did all that junk. But yeah, let's keep going. It's such a fantastic game, but this is even more fantastic. Look at this green grass everywhere. It's green as can be. Let's go. Pull up. I green up. So you guys can see, if you've ever heard of the baby. My friends and I have gotten into the habit of saying, I pull up, like that. So I always say a lot of other stuff. So like, I craft up, I Minecraft up. Nevertheless, you guys probably don't want to hear that, but yeah, looking at this is really, really cool. Let's take a look from above. I think that's gonna really showcase, yeah, like, think if everything was that around us, and now also imagine I terraformed every inch of this. And I'm not talking, I'm not gonna reshape it, I mean, like, add bushes, add grass, add some flowers, add some more decoration, add trees, maybe even custom trees. So that's way out of my comfort zone. I'll probably try to do a little bit of that, but not a ton. This will definitely be a season. I do want to try to learn how to do custom trees, but we'll see. We'll see about that. That's going to be really tough for me. But yeah, look at it over here. Like, imagine it's all just green in our, like, area. Like, it's going to look so epic. Like, I'm so hyped for that. Oh my gosh. Anyways, guys, snapping back to my body, that's going to do it for this episode as the sun sets. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun making this one. It definitely is starting to come back and feel natural recording, if that makes sense. So, yeah, in the next episode, I guess what we'll be doing is we've done a lot of building in the last couple episodes. I forget, what did we do in the last one when we did some Elytra stuff? Yeah. we did a lot of building this one, so I think we might take a step back and maybe do a bit of a technical episode. We definitely want to get a little bit more geared up here. There's a couple farms I definitely want to build, so yeah. That mainly being Iron Farm and Mob Farm and Slime Farm are all, I'd say, 3 farms that we definitely kind of need to build, if that makes sense. Just to function. I'm trying to stay away from doing mega farms for the foreseeable future, but yeah, until then we definitely need those farms just because they're so critical for the stuff we want to do. But yeah, it should be great. Kind of rambling. You guys know how it goes. I don't like to ramble. Drag on these outros. See how many people actually last to the end. If you last to the end, say a chicken nugget in the comments or something. Alright guys, have a good day. Have an easygoing day, I guess I should say. And yeah, I pulled up.